Willie, how rewarding is it for you to be a kid from the South Bronx and then to be able to come to the Salvation Army today and reward all of these local residents with turkeys?
It's huge. It's huge for me. I've been away for a while, and obviously being down in Pittsburgh, I didn't spend a lot of holidays with the family because usually we're at work or just schedule things. But being from here, coming back, having a chance to impact people's lives, it's not about the charity. It's not about the notoriety. It's about kind of stepping away from my busy schedule and, putting a smile on people's face.
And your actions speak louder than words because you're a guy who still comes back to the community. Your mother still lives in the same project house that you grew up in. How meaningful is it that you get to go spend time with her and still see some of those people that knew you when you were a lot smaller than you are now?
Yeah. Right now it's big for me because, like I said, I don't get to see her a lot. Coming home, she gets to be a rock star, having a son that's in the league and playing for a hometown team. And, she walks these streets every day, so she sees the struggle and a lot of the pain that a lot of people go through. And when we talked about doing this, she was ecstatic about it, but she was more happy that the family as a whole, we was able to do this. And that, I come back home to let people know I'm blessed to be where I'm at, but there's a lot of people that invested in me for me to be where I'm at. So I try to give back and show them thank you. And let alone just tell them that I'm still here for them.
Speaking of rock stars, you played for the Steelers, won a Super Bowl ring with them. What was that experience like?
It's something that's near and dear to my heart because it's funny because it's kind of what this team's going through right now. Me being a Jet, there was a time, when we were making that playoff run that the team was struggling. Offensively, we just couldn't get it done. There's a lot of things that was going on that we really couldn't, answer for. There was no answers, but we kind of had to just keep plugging away, have perseverance in our heart, and we made a great run and ended up winning the Super Bowl.
How would you assess where the Jets are right now, the way you guys have played this season?
Right now we're a team that's growing. We have a young team. The difference between the Pittsburgh and this team is, we have a lot of more veteran guys in Pittsburgh. This team is starting to understand what adversity means and starting to understand that this game is not easy by no means. It's not you can't just buy wins. If you want to win, you have to literally hit the field and you have to take it from your opponent. So we're learning that, and right now we're going through the storm of the season, but we can only get through it if we stay together, and that's our plan.
And you've been pretty vocal. A couple of weeks back, you were asked questions about playoffs, and you kind of said, "I'm not talking about the playoffs."
Right now, we're in a pool where 6 other teams trying to get that last seed like us. So if we keep looking down the road, we're going to miss the walk in front of us. So one step at a time, one fight at a time, and one team at a time.
Now, you played basketball and football at Cardinal Hayes in the Bronx growing up, right? But you're also a very passionate baseball fan. Growing up in the shadow of Yankee Stadium, how rabid a Yankee fan are you?
The team is special to me. I grew up in this community, and I remember when they were making it run, when they had Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams. I remember Chuck Knobloch going through his little mental lapses at that time. I remember Wade Boggs. I remember Jim Abbott. So many of the Yankees, I remember on Saturdays I would just watch the game, and I would just sit. And the MSG network was so huge to me because that was a time for me, if I happened to be on punishment, I was usually on punishment watching the Yankees. So they just mean a lot to me.
Wait, Mom would let you watch the Yankees? Was that a true punishment if you're able to watch the Yankees?
The punishment was me not going to be able to go outside. So the enjoyment I had during my punishment was watching the boys in pinstripe get it done.
Now, a couple of years ago, I remember you being at Yankee Stadium for the home opener. I believe it was you and Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah. What was that like to be on the field, get to interact with some of the players?
It was amazing. Ben knows I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and so he's one too. That was my birthday gift from him, and to be there, meet Paul O'Neill, to meet the Skip, meet Girardi and meet Derek Jeter, and just to feel the presence. It just had a different type of feel and air. You see, there's a lot of tradition and obviously pride, and it was a special moment for me.
And the age that you are, as a teenager, you got to witness that whole Yankee run, 96, Torrey and Jeter, and then they take off from there. So if you weren't a Yankee fan, you were going to be a pretty excited Yankee fan then.
No question. I mean, I remember being in school and wearing Yankee shirts. It was like Yankee Day, and I can remember just the feeling the city had. It was a time where New York was kind of had a buzz about it. The energy was high, and I just remember, my friend lived in Concourse Village, which overlooks right into the stadium. I can remember seeing the lights and seeing the blimp go across our field. So just a lot of great memories.
Now, did you ever play any baseball?
I attempted to play baseball. If that has anything to do with me. No, I was never a solid baseball player, but I did play it, and it was what it was. I had to move on to the helmet and the hitting.
Now, when you watch a game, you obviously have the insight of a professional athlete, even though it's a different sport. What are you looking for? What are the intricacies or the things that stand out for you when you're watching a baseball game?
I like to see guys play hard. I like to see guys run the bases hard. I like to see guys get fired up. If they do get hit by a pitch. I'm all about when the team runs on the field and protecting their brother, and that's how I'm on the field. So I'm always interested to see who's going to go out there and kind of get one off and get fiery and back their guys up.
So was O'Neill one of those guys?
Paul O'Neill was huge for me. Don Manley was everything. I love Don. How he attacked the game. His defense was obviously what he's known for, and he had a great bat. And I just think I can remember the eye black, and I can remember the mustache. Like, he had the slick hair, but he always had like this stern look on his face. And I can remember just being a kid when they used to have bat and hat day at the stadium. I used to be glued to him because he was everything. And I'm just really a proud Yankee fan, and proud that I'm from the Bronx. They're right down the road from me.
Yeah, you're a team. Now, I want to ask you about a guy from another team, because I was on your Twitter account, and you said you like guys that play hard. I saw you threw a little shout-out to Yasiel Puig. You said, hey, this guy wears my number. A couple of 66s. You like watching him play?
I like him not only because he plays hard, but he's passionate about it. And, one thing about his bat, he swings for the fence every time. And when you're a professional athlete, the biggest thing you can do is sometimes take away from your own talent. One of his talents is that he's fearless at the plate, and sometimes he strikes out, but when he hits it, it's gone. And he just happens to be wearing 66, so that's good too.
Now tell me about this Yankee truck of yours.
They told you about it?
I heard some stories about this Willie's Yankee truck.
Yeah. So when I was in Pittsburgh, I was homesick. I'm a city kid, and I wasn't used to the hills and the yeehaw, so to speak. And Pittsburgh is an amazing town, extremely blue collar. So I had to find something for me to kind of connect back with home and also, embrace where I was at. So having a pickup truck, I wrapped it in Yankee blue and tagged Yankee stuff all over it. I also had the good old boy feeling, and it just made it work for me.
What kind of comments do you get from people when they see this truck?
Wow. I've had people jump in front of my truck to take a picture. I'm like, it's a monster truck. You're going to get hit. So, no, but people know how I'm a passionate New Yorker, and I love the Yankees, and, they appreciate what I'm about and what I stand for. And so hopefully the truck represents that too.
You're preparing for a game. You're on the field doing your stretching. If you happen to see a Paul O'Neill or a Bernie Williams or a Mariano Rivera, what would you do? What would Willie do? You got to worry about your game, but they're your guys.
I would go through my warm-up, but I'll kind of give them like, hey, hey, I love you. I try not to be Justin Bieber weird about it, but, I like those guys. I appreciate those guys, all the hard work they did.
I can tell how passionate a baseball fan you are. I think you're going to like this final segment here. We always end one of these interviews. We open up a pack of cards.
Let's do this.
Whoever has the best card gets both packs. We might have to have a little debate over who has the best card.
Okay.
But we'll see what we got.
I got to rip it open.
I love that the 6'3", 315-pound guy couldn't open it, and I did. No problem whatsoever. All right, let's start off with the Cy Young Award winner, Roy Halladay. That's pretty good.
I got Shane Victorino. He's solid.
He's solid. He's got a World Series, two World Series rings.
There you go.
Alexei Ramirez.
Bodo. Santiago.
Casilla. That's a guy I don't know very well.
Yeah, I don't know him either.
Todd Helton.
He's solid.
Oh wait, I got a little ace in the hole here that I'm going to save.
Okay.
Let's see, Ryan Wheeler. These packs are a little light.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody I like right now.
C.J. Wilson.
Nate McLeod. He was in Pittsburgh when I was there. He was solid. And I know he went to Atlanta, and now he's with Baltimore.
Yep, with Baltimore.
So I like Nate. All I got is Nate and Shane.
I guess Victorino is your number one. How about this?
Joe Morgan.
We got a Hall of Famer.
Look at the sideburns, though. That's important. That's a man of business. Anytime
right.
you got through sideburns, that's business.
5'8", you remember him? He had the arm flapping and everything?
Yep.
I think I win, Willie. I'm taking those cards back.
It happens, man.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Stay with us, New York.
All right.